Well, hello there, and welcome to today's Midday Meditation. As usual, I am thrilled that you are here. And as you get settled, as you find yourself in your comfortable seat, we, as always, are breaking the momentum, breaking the flow of information, flow of sensory data input, and we are allowing ourselves to come back to our true nature, our true self, that which is within you. And so we're going to find ourselves getting really settled, really comfortable in our seat. I want you to really feel the connection between you and that which is supporting you. This is how we find ourselves in a place where we can release a little of the extra effort, a little of that extra load that we carry from all of the activity, all of the to-doing, all of the things that keep us moving and productive and in the world of activity, in the world of success, in the world of do more, in the world of these cultural norms that we all move around in, all interact with, and all find ourselves within. And so as we get seated here, finding ourselves in our comfortable seat, I'm inviting you to take a load off. Let's just pause. Let's just break that cycle, break that momentum for a few minutes together here. And as you settle in, you can close the eyes and then just breathe. My gosh, what is it to simply breathe? Feel the breath. Notice the breath. And it is this breath, this life-sustaining action, this activity, this internal process that happens whether we think about it or not. It is what keeps us alive and animated. It connects us with all that is external, all that is around us. We take from outside of us and bring within as nourishment. And so as we sit here in this quiet, contemplative, maybe not perfectly quiet, and that doesn't matter, but this still and contemplative state, right? We can just be in awe of that breath. To all those around you, maybe anybody peeking in the door, looking in the room, they might think that, gosh, what is she doing? You might even be thinking, gosh, I'm doing nothing. I've got so much to do. But all that is happening within you, you are doing. There is activity. There is movement. There is exchange. There is flow. There is intelligence. And it is happening. And it doesn't sit on any list of things to do. And you don't find it in a book or on a podcast. You don't find it in a personal development tool or in an application on your phone. It is already there within you, doing so much to uphold and to create the beautiful being that is you. Isn't that incredible? Isn't it incredible, the natural intelligence that is already there? And when we take these opportunities to connect back into that source, that intelligence, that wisdom, that guide that is already there, when we pause for long enough to notice it, then there begins this other exchange. Or rather, we restore the connection to that other exchange, that inner exchange. What do you notice? What do you feel as you shift from all that is outside of you into that which is within? And this process, these steps, and even just coming here together today, it can seem like very simple. What I'm describing is not rocket science. It is very simple because it's just connecting back to source, connecting back within. But in our world of externalization, in our world of expansion, in our world of to-do lists and information and knowledge and action and access to whatever you want at your fingertips, that external world, that library of knowledge, the ways that we work and engage at work, in relationships, even with ourselves, it can often feel like a big long list of to-dos. And so when we sit quietly or sit in stillness, the reconnection to that inner source can feel like the hardest part, because the mind, the thoughts, even the emotions, having spent many, many minutes, many, many hours, many, many years in that external outward expression and expansion, will often create for you a list of shoulds. I can't sit here right now because I should be doing this. If I'm sitting quietly here right now, I'm missing out on something I should be getting to, something I should have gotten to already, a way of being, or a way that I should be acting, behaving, doing, interacting, getting done. You might even have a list of shoulds that say, when I'm sitting here still and quiet, I should be feeling a certain way. I should be connecting to my inner source, like Kim's mentioning. I should be able to relax, but my mind is going a mile a minute. All of these shoulds. And I'm willing to bet that you have within your possession or collection a mountain of shoulds. A mountain of shoulds. And those shoulds become like baggage. These shoulds become heavy, connected to activity, connected to emotion, connected to action. When you're busy doing one thing on the should list, right, you have a whole pile of other shoulds that still need to get done. Or maybe a whole pile of shoulds that would have you interacting or doing differently than what you've chosen to do right now. But the list of shoulds are just a list. And maybe in perfectly ideal circumstances, situations, control, boundaries, maybe in these ideal conditions that we make up in our mind, all these shoulds seem like the right action, the right step. But all the shoulds are really just a list. Because I know, and you know too, that life is going to life. That people don't behave as we would expect or as is ideal. Situations don't turn out the way we think they should. And so this list of shoulds, this mountain of shoulds, they become a stress and a constant source of stress because, like I said, life is gonna life. We can't control the outcomes. And this pile, this mountain of shoulds, is one of the key factors in keeping us caught in that cycle of stress. The cycle of stress and overwhelm. And it's almost like that mountain gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the stress and the anxiety and the overwhelm and the panic and the dread become this big mountain. Big mountain. And so what do you do with all the shoulds? The best way to release the shoulds is to come back to the present moment. The shoulds represent complexity, over-engineering, over-controlling, or even just controlling. Perfect structure, boundaries. The shoulds are difficult. The shoulds are challenging. And so to counteract that, the answer isn't more complexity. The answer is more simplicity. So more ease, clarity. And so we pause. We allow for that break in the momentum to create a bit of settling, a bit of centering, and then reconnecting. And so that's why this process is simple. More complexity doesn't fix the mountain of shoulds. It doesn't break the cycle of stress. This does. And so as you linger here in this break, in this pause that you've created in your day, spend another good few minutes beyond the end of our video today. And every moment that you do, every moment that you reconnect, does not take you away from those ideal situations, circumstances. It gets you closer to clarity. And every moment that you spend in clarity releases the shoulds, one should at a time, until the mountain has dissolved. So know that you are not doing anything by being here. You are doing the most profound work, the only work. And so thank you for being here. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.